What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along. And today, people, PSG against Aston Villa. I'm a lot more calm than I was last night. I'm still not over last night. I can't lie. I don't know if I'll be over last night for a little while. I'm a lot more chilled than I was last night, that's for sure. But it feels good knowing we've handled business and we can watch this game a little bit more relaxed than we would have been. We'll obviously, if we get past Real Madrid in that second leg, then we'll play the winners of this game in the next round. And obviously, Unai Emery, the former manager, is the Aston Villa manager. So, yeah, man, looking forward to it. This game's on TNT Sports. So, no, not Amazon Prime tonight. TNT Sports. And PSG against Villa. Anyway, looking forward to it. Let's get... listen, big up to everyone locked in, first of all. Have you recovered from last night? I'm sure many of you were in the stream earlier. Keros, I'm going to send some clips from the earlier stream. Yeah, love that, bro. The more the better. The more the better, bro. Let's get the content out there. Lots of short form. The more the better. Let me get this charger in because the laptop... All right, there we go. We're good. Yeah, man. As I said in the earlier stream, man, I felt drunk last night. Well, not last night. This morning, I felt like I was hungover. I said, right, I didn't even drink no alcohol. Why do I feel like I've been drinking all night, man? That victory does something else to you. That was unbelievable, man. I think every Arsenal fan had a spring in their step today, man, that was different. I feel different today as an Arsenal fan. I can't lie. But listen, I don't want to get too happy. I want to make sure we get through next week. But I'm very, very happy right now. The Declan Rice free kicks, man. As I said, the first one, I reckon I've watched it 40, 50 times. The second one, I reckon over 100 times I've seen that second goal. It was just... It was unbelievable. For all the rubbish you put up with as a football fan, something like that just makes it all feel worth it, you know. It's crazy. I felt like we deserved it as a fan base, you know. As a fan base, we deserved what we got last night, which was a special night, man. I bumped into a few Arsenal fans today, and they're just like, yo, last night. I said, brother, I don't know what that was, but yo. And that's how every Arsenal fan is, man. It's a good feeling, I can't lie. Imagine if we won the Champions League. I just can't even imagine. I think I'd be in Vegas. It'd be like the Hangover movie. I just wake up, I don't know what happened. It would be mad. But anyway, big up to everyone locked in. Hope you're well. Get the likes up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Did you see Declan on CBS with Thierry? Yeah, top guy, Declan Rice. Honestly, I'm not just saying it because he scored, man. Even on tour, he's definitely one of the coolest Arsenal players in terms of giving up his time, having a chat, having a laugh. He's definitely one of the most open in terms of conversation and things like that. Yeah, definitely. I would say Rice, Odegaard's very good. Zinchenko's very good. He talks a lot. Havertz was good, actually. He spoke a lot. We got a lot of quiet players. Saliba's quite quiet. Timber's quiet. Saka's quiet. From what I saw, they might not be like that on the training ground and in their personal life. But yeah, man, it's... yeah, if you feel it, take the shot. I love that from Saka. I mean, Rice ignored the coach and said, listen, man. Thoughts on Onana v Matic? I don't know if Onana has... Is that a massive mistake from Onana? I mean, Onana said in the press conference that that Man United are the better team, that they're better than Lyon. I think, do you really say that in a press conference? I'm not sure. And then Matic come out and said, when you're one of the worst goalkeepers in Man United history, I'm not sure you should say things like that. I was like, yo, you just added all the spice to that game tomorrow. That game's got seasoning about it tomorrow. Crazy game. Well, Matic, Onana can't really talk to Matic. What's Onana done in football? And he's a bit of a scrub of a goalkeeper as well. Matic has had a great career at Chelsea and Man United, won trophies. So, yeah, I'm not sure Onana should be talking like that when he's in my opinion, a bang average goalkeeper. Big Steve said, evening, Big C in the community. Honestly, your commentary is legendary at this point. Hey, I appreciate that. Throughout last night and all day today got me thinking in my head. Yes, I can. Sherman Clump settings, man. Sherman. Naughty Professor settings, people. Yes, we can. And we did. Arsenal. Cherky Masterclass, yeah. Let's get into this team lineup for both teams, actually. That's a great question. Who do we want to win? I put the question out there today. Who would Arsenal fans rather face in the semi-final? Villa or PSG? For me, PSG are the better team, but Villa have that Unai Emery factor. I don't know. It's very interesting. Yeah, let's get a poll. Big up Laser, man. Appreciate you, bro. Make sure you go and follow his channel. Doing big things in the gaming world on YouTube. Best football watch-along stream on YouTube. Come on, bro. Appreciate that. Let's get a poll up. Who would you rather play in the semi-final? Villa or PSG? It's difficult because I think PSG are the better team. And even though we beat PSG last time, I think they're a better team this time. Adding Kvaratskhelia and playing Dembele up front. But Villa, Unai, who would you prefer to play in the semi-final? It's a tough one. I think Villa might struggle tonight. I've got to be honest. Well, I'll tell you why in a second when we go through these team lineups. Villa have set up to get a draw or just keep it as a tight game, get them back to Birmingham and then beat them in Birmingham. I think that's the way Emery is trying to set up. Fabricator said, met a guy from your favourite European club football venue at the game yesterday. I didn't know Dundalk is in Ireland. You should definitely visit it. I'm going to go over there. Trust me, I'm going to go over there just for the banter of everything I've said. Guna Carlos, I know we struggle versus Villa, but I really want you to imagine that PSG front line versus our team right now. That PSG is nowhere near the team we beat. Nah, you're right. You know, we've just beaten Madrid. Listen, I'll be honest, we should be beating any of them. We should be beating both of them if we play them. But Unai, he's caused us a lot of pain since leaving, man. Ruined our Premier League last year. You know, beating us in the game at the Emirates. Knocked us out of the Europa League with Villarreal. He's caused us problems, man. I feel like he lives for the knockout stages. But yeah, I didn't understand why Asensio was eligible to play tonight, being that he's on loan from PSG, but apparently terms of the deal. Big up Big C in the community said South London's fine. Took 4 minutes till kickoff. Let me read out the teams. PSG team, Donnarumma in goal, Hakimi and Nuno Mendes at fullback. Amazing fullbacks, by the way. Those two are brilliant, in my opinion. I know PSG have got a lot of money. I'm surprised no one has gone for those two. Nuno Mendes, man, at left back, brilliant. Beraldo and Pacho at centre back. Vitinha, João Neves, and Fabian Ruiz in midfield. Fabian Ruiz, a player that I think we should have probably signed in the summer. João Neves, a very good young player. Vitinha is an absolute baller. Their front three, Désiré Doué, who is a very exciting young player. Kvaratskhelia, who I still can't believe we didn't sign him in January or even attempt to sign him. And Ousmane Dembele up front, who's having probably one of the best seasons he's ever had. And I wouldn't have expected him to have done well up front because he's quite lightweight at times, but he's been brilliant up front for them. So their bench, Kimpembe, Ramos, Kang, Hernandez, Barcola, Mbappe, Tenas, Savinov, Zaire, Emery, and Mayulu. They got some good players on the bench, man. Kang's lively, Lucas Hernandez, Barcola, some decent players there. That is a strong PSG team. I'm going to be honest. Could be a long night for Villa. The Aston Villa team, Emi Martinez in goal. Matty Cash at right back. Luca Digne at left back. Pau Torres and Konza at centre back. Midfield, I mean, it's a packed midfield. No wingers, really. Kamara, Tielemans, McGinn, Jacob Ramsey, and Morgan Rogers. Rogers is a hell of a player, man. A player I think a lot of Arsenal fans would like to see at the Emirates. Rashford plays up front by himself. Ollie Watkins on the bench. Which is surprising, man. Very surprising, considering he's their main striker. Although apparently he's been having fitness issues, so that's the reason. Very surprised Asensio's not playing. He's been in great form. Their bench is Mings, Disasi, Ross Barkley, Olsen, Ollie Watkins, Asensio, Matson, Onana, Bogard. I believe that's Winston Bogard's nephew, and Proctor. So they've got some decent players on the bench. No Leon Bailey, though, but they got Watkins, Asensio, Ross Barkley, Onana. Good players there. So very interesting indeed. How will Rashford do playing up front? Emery and Luis Enrique having a good chat there. Probably managed against each other in La Liga. Hannah said PSG destroyed us, as in Liverpool, in the first leg. But I think Arsenal could get the better of them over 2 legs. Villa, I'm not too sure. I think sometimes, man, it's really hard playing against English clubs in European competitions. It's strange. As I said, the semi-final, Arsenal, if they get through, would be at home in the first leg. So we've got to win that home leg. Gunnar Carlos, I know we struggle versus Villa. And I read that one. Big up Gunnar Carlos. And MJ, big up C. No abuse from me tonight. Just support. I can't believe it. MJ's behaving tonight. Every day this guy trolls Arsenal as a Man U fan. Tonight he's on his best behaviour. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. If this game, for whatever reason, is a snore fest, Barcelona v Dortmund is on the other channel, Lamine Yamal, so we may quickly skip through. If we get a goal in that Barca game, feel free to update me in the chat so that I know. I think that Villa, I think short-term pain, long-term gain. I look at it like this. If Ollie Watkins is that good, why were Villa willing to offer him to us and sell him? They must have thought there was a slight problem. Maybe he's not prolific enough. Maybe he's suffering injury problems. Why would you go to a club actively and say, take our best striker? That means they wanted Duran to be their #1 striker and they were going to get rid of Watkins. So it was definitely painful in the short term because I think we could have done a lot better in the league with a striker. But if we end up getting Gyökeres, I think we've bought a better long-term striker. So we'll see. We will see. Storm Steel just here for the vibes because this community is the best. Well, you know, I agree with that. Big up yourself, bro, as always. We need this opponent research. Yeah, because we haven't played this PSG with Kvaratskhelia in it and Dembele up front. It's different. I personally think Villa will lose tonight. I think PSG will beat them. W. James, my friend, is a Spurs fan. Last weekend, he said he wanted Arsenal to win. He hates Real Madrid even more than us. Why? Why are Tottenham fans hating Real Madrid? I can't imagine they've played each other that much. Maybe Gareth Bale, Luka Modric, maybe those deals. Big up Unknown C, man. Wagwan CNC, legendary Real Madrid therapy today. I think we do better against Villa over 2 legs. Than Premier League, as the onus won't be on us to attack. Interesting. Interesting. Let me know. Who would you rather play? PSG or Villa? PSG or Villa in the semi-finals if we progress. If we progress. Hates Real Madrid. He thinks they cheat. We know that Real and Barca, man, they've had UEFA in their back pocket for years, bro. Let's be real. They've had them in their pocket for years and years and years. It's you know, we know how it goes. PSG once upon a time, Zlatan, Motta, Pastore, Matuidi, Cavani, David Luiz. That was a different sort of vibe. Yeah, that was a decent team, I thought. Zlatan was serious. Cavani was serious. They've had a lot of different teams. Big up Ash, big up Big C, still buzzing from last night. Can't stop watching the free kicks. Would like Villa to win, as we know them better. Well, here's Osman Dembele. Blasts it over the bar. Poor shot, but he looked lively. Dr. Barron, that day when Crouch got a red card and Gattuso grabbed the assistant coach by the neck. Gattuso don't mess around, bro. No way you prefer playing this PSG team over 2 legs. I get you. I get you. Villa are not as good as PSG in my opinion. It's just Villa's got a different element to it. Emi Martinez. You know. You've got Ollie Watkins nearly signed for us. You got Yuri Tielemans nearly signed for us. You got Unai Emery as the manager who just seems to love dunking on our season. So I think if you're looking purely at the team, I'd rather play Aston Villa. But when you add the collectives, it makes PSG difficult. Guna Train, Big C, many say you and Turkey show Arteta an apology. Your thoughts on it? Yeah, I was asked that question today. Should I apologise to Arteta? And I said no. I'm big enough and old enough to sit here and say sorry when I've done something wrong. Maybe at times I've gone a little bit overboard. However, my question mark of Arteta has been your ability to get Arsenal over the finish line, i.e. winning trophies. What we saw last night was unbelievable. I gave him all his flowers today if you watched the show today. But if we don't win the Champions League, how much does this victory mean moving forward? Only depends if we build on it. So no, I won't apologise. I'll be honest. I won't. South London Fine. Big C journalist, cheeky journalist, in Big Andrew's press conference, he asked him about Arsenal fans singing to Madrid fans, "Are you Tottenham in disguise?" Now, that's Michael... Is it Michael Bridges? Basically, anyway, I forget his surname, but I've met him on tour. He's covered the Arsenal tour for 2 years in America. And he's a massive Tottenham fan, so I was kind of surprised he asked that question. Here's Kvaratskhelia. Laid off to the edge of the box. Here's Dembele. Dembele left-hand side. Shot! Saved by Emi Martinez. Saved by Emi. Yeah, I was surprised he asked that question, but he wanted the headlines, so he got the headlines. If Mikel wins the Champions League, what's your stance? I said it. Mikel wins the Champions League, build the statue. Build it. I don't care. You win the Champions League at Arsenal, mate. With Mikel Merino up front, you are a hero. You are a hero. Extend the contract. Build the statue. I'll apologise for 1 hour on stream. Simple as that. You put a star above the Arsenal badge, mate. You are an absolute icon in my eyes. But let's see if we get there. Hannah said, Unai Emery scares me in Europe. He beat us in the Europa League with Sevilla. Heartbreaking. I remember that game. Was that Daniel Sturridge outside of the foot? I think that was that Klopp's first season. The thing with Emery, he needs to sort of prove that he can do it at a bigger level. And what I mean by that is, I still look at Unai and think the biggest of biggest clubs in world football don't go for him because they think, yeah, Europa League, but can he win a league title somewhere? I've just turned over for a second just to look at how this Barcelona... I'll be honest, and I like Barcelona. I wouldn't mind Barcelona losing to Dortmund because they are dangerous. They are very dangerous. I was going to do the Barca game just purely to watch Lamine Yamal because I just love watching him play football. I think he's unbelievable. I think he's incredible. He-Man, big up Curtis. Rice was standing like Russell Crowe with his arms out. Are you not entertained? Rice yesterday went up in all of our estimation. Here's Dembele right hand side. Good block. Corner to PSG. It's all PSG at the moment. Yeah, man. It's Declan Rice is probably the most talked about footballer in the world for today. Everybody is talking about what he did. That was Real Madrid. It ain't no joke. It was crazy what he did yesterday. PSG take the corner short. Kvaratskhelia skips inside. Goes down. Who's appealing for a penalty? Shot! What a save, Emi Martinez. Dembele smashes it with his left foot. There's a VAR check for a penalty. Wow, what a well-worked corner. Kvaratskhelia, I'm surprised he got back up. Look at that Tekers from Dembele. What a save. No penalty. Dembele, right, left-hand side this time. Up against Matty Cash. Good defending, Matty Cash. That's a goal kick. Is Declan Rice world class? I'm so hyped right now. I'm going to say yes. I'm in a zone right now where it's like NBA Street back in the day when you hit the red streak and you can't miss the shot. That's how I feel right now. I've just got to say yes. I have to. I can't say anything but yes. But in all fairness, he's probably still got a little way to go. But the problem you've got with the 6 role is everybody compares you to Rodri. If you say, oh, you're a world-class 6, they go, well, you're nowhere near Rodri. But Rodri's the Ballon d'Or winner. So there's got to be 6ers below Rodri that you consider world-class. I think Rice is, as a 6, one of the best 6ers around. There aren't many good 6ers. Casemiro's old. There aren't many. But he played in the 8 role last night. It was interesting. Very interesting. Man, are messaging me saying Lamin's cooking on the other. I might have to turn over. But PSG look lively. That's offside, surely. Surely that's offside. Is Dembele. I don't know how he's played on it. Partey the best 6. Yeah, Partey might be the best 6, actually. Ball whipped in. Dembele! Shot goes over. Watchalong settings, yeah. We're here again, people. We're here again. Right now, I can't stay off streams, and I've watched about 10 videos today about that game. I don't think I've ever watched as much content in the last 24 hours as I've seen since last night. I've watched the full game back. I watched the highlights, the extended highlights. Declan Rice's free kick about 100 times. I've watched about 10 different YouTube channels. CBS Sports, Amazon Prime Sports, TNT Sports, the whole lot. I'm in a bubble right now of just Arsenal. Yeah, I am doing United Leon. Tomorrow we got a busy day. I'm live at 4 on my channel for the daily show. Then I'm on AFTV at 7. Then we're doing Man United Leon at 8 o'clock. That will be Lacazette and Ainsley Maitland-Niles against Man United. And now Onana's added. Oh, no, listen, X and KG, bro. I'll be real. I think they could be on mainstream TV. I really do. They are a comedy act, but it works. Because sometimes some of the comedy on YouTube sometimes a bit much, but them two, they're crazy. It was so funny when I saw the clips because it was like neither one of them wanted Arsenal to win, but they just trolled Raul, the Real Madrid fan, for about half an hour. It was crazy. It was, yeah, we were supposed to do OGs today. We're going to do it on Sunday. Just schedules clashing. It's half term at the moment. We both got kids. They got hectic schedules, so we couldn't do it today. OGs will be on Sunday, I believe we're going to do it. Probably Sunday evening. Tomorrow is not a United hate along. It's a banter along. I want Leon to win, bro, but I hear you. It is. Because the only thing with United is they got a habit of nicking trophies even when they're poor. Do you know what I mean? So, you remember, if United don't win the Europa League, they won't even be in Europe next year. I saw some of the Ops meltdowns. I've seen some of them. They all turned up thinking they were going to laugh at us, and it didn't quite work like that. Free kick to Villa. Villa are very much set up for a draw. 5 in midfield, no wingers. Rashford up front by himself, counter-attack. That's actually something that Emery gets criticised for. Remember, he was the PSG manager when Barcelona did that crazy comeback. Was it 5-1? They accused him of being too defensive. And obviously Arsenal, remember when everyone talks about conceding 20-odd shots against Watford? This is why I don't want to play Villa. Because they'll turn up at the Emirates, won't they, in low block and try and frustrate us and then get us back to Villa Park, where PSG will attack. Tielemans clips it into the area. Donnarumma flaps at it. Half chance for Villa. Clipped in. Oh, it's up in the air. Managed to clear it, PSG. What? Barca 1-0. What's going on? Let me turn over. Nah, man, don't troll me like that. What are you doing to me, man? You're holding a timeout for that. Nah. You got to hold a timeout for that. Made me turn over and everything. I trusted your word there. Trusted your word there, people. Anyway. And I'm turning over to check, and it's just the throwing. Villa's mission is to make life difficult for Arsenal. What the hell Arsenal's board did to Emery. Yeah. Emery got done dirty at Arsenal, man. Let's be real. He's a very good manager. We didn't give him a chance. Yeah, he sent me there. He's fully sent me. Yeah, man, my internet signal's dropping again. So if the camera doesn't look perfect, my apologies. I don't know why it's doing that. I got super fast internet, and every now and then it just seems to drop. But hey, what can we do? Barca are running mad. I want Barca to lose. I want it to be, I want the easiest run possible. Imagine if we got Dortmund in the final. Real Madrid got Dortmund in the final last year. Emery hates Arsenal and Arteta. God. I don't think low block's going to hurt us so much moving forward. Not when we've got Declan Rice curlers in the back pocket. Yeah. Oh, PSG could be in. Heavy touch. Good defending by Emi. Corner to PSG. Yamal's cooking. Ah. Oh. I'll be honest, Yamal is one of my favourite players in the world. I feel like it's the epitome of playing with freedom. They've given a goal kick, so let's watch Barca for 30 seconds. Oh, Dortmund have got that guy, haven't they? The striker. Is it Guirassy or someone? The one who scored loads of goals last season. Dortmund have always got a habit. Every season, Dortmund always end up in some sort of quarter-final, or they always go about their business. Villa are defending so much. I don't see how they can maintain that for 90 minutes. Watching both games at the same time. Paramount Plus settings. Jamal balling. Yeah, man. He's unbelievable. Jamal versus Lewis Skelly. That would be tough. That would be tough. He's a bit... I feel like he's even more intelligent than Rodrigo. Crown said Guirassy top scorer. Is he top scorer? I didn't even know that. Who's that? Prince William. He's a Villa fan, isn't he? If Dortmund can keep it close tonight against Barca, that'll be a very tough game for Barca back in Germany. They're very good at home. The yellow wall. So it'll be a very tough game. Kvaratskhelia wins the ball back. That's a yellow card, surely, for Matty Cash. Yep, yellow card. Has to be. He's in trouble now. Yellow card against Kvaratskhelia for what? Nearly over half the game. Crazy. Did you see that Brazy Martinez goal? Yeah. People always get on to me for Lautaro because I've always said I don't want him at Arsenal. And then he scores loads of goals and everyone's like, why don't you want him? As I've said before, if you watch Lautaro play, or Lautaro, however you want to pronounce it, he operates in a two. He always plays with a big man up front. Lukaku, Dzeko, and now it's Marcus Thuram. When he played up front for Argentina by himself, he did not look very good in that World Cup, which is why Alvarez got in ahead of him. And we play one up front. I don't know if he can come to the Prem and play up front in a one. But in a two, he's outrageous. You put a big man next to him, he's cold. But he needs that physical player that does that dirty work. Now, in the Prem, These Isaks and Haalands and these guys, they're doing it all by themselves, which is what makes them so good. But the Latour goal was crazy. Free kick to PSG, crossing position. Laid off, shot from distance, slip. Emi Martinez collects it. What do you think of Michael Richards saying that Declan is world class in the 8, not in the 6? If we're gonna say Deckers is world class, it can only be in the 6. He hasn't done enough in the 8 yet to be considered world class. However, we maybe got to give him some patience and go, listen, the manager's got a plan. It's a transition season. It's going to take time. What I liked about yesterday wasn't just the fact that he scored 2 unbelievable free kicks. I liked the fact that he made the penalty area for that header in the first half and the goalkeeper saved it. You know, that's what top quality number 8s do. They make the area. They run unchallenged. So maybe we got to be patient. He's got certain parts of his game that make you think he could be an 8, and then things that make you think he couldn't. He's powerful. He's not a bad runner. He's got good technique when shooting. He's good in the air. He could be difficult to handle, but what he doesn't have, in my opinion, is that little bit of flair, that nimble footwork. He doesn't suit playing in the 8 role against the smaller clubs because he seems to struggle when teams low block. Yesterday worked out better for him because Real Madrid were more open. He can't be a world class 8. He's got to do more. I'm in a great mood. Right now, is he a world class 8? I'd be like, yeah, he's just scored 2 against Real Madrid. But yeah, I agree with that. Box to box, more of a hybrid. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick to PSG. Luca Digne takes out Désiré Doué. Arteta has no plan, guy. Rips it up every season and changes it. Doesn't know what he's doing or what he wants. Harsh. Yeah, Big Meeks. Big Meeks Micah. Micah Richards. Goat Ellie, is it me or does that free kick from Rice get better the more you watch it? By the way, Rice is world class. It's the, as I said, that second one, in my opinion, I struggle to think of a better Arsenal free kick. I'm struggling to find a better one. It's perfect. It's a perfect free kick. Free kick, by the way, here to PSG. Villa have actually turned up here to stink this out. I thought they'd be quite... Oh, PSG whipped in, headed away. I thought Villa would come here, yeah, defend a little bit, but I thought they'd at least be trying to hit them on the break. Remember, Emery was the PSG manager years ago, but he has... Look, even Rashford's dropping in. They've basically playing with no striker. They are not here to attack. The second free kick was perfect, 10 out of 10. John Leah, it's the best I've seen at the Emirates, but not the best goal. Yeah. But the best free kick I've seen at the Emirates. AMSM, one of the best free kicks I've ever watched. The second one from Rice, yeah. Somebody just said, is Gabriel world class? I think the level he's played at this season was world class. This season, we've seen the best Gabriel. Oh, Rice second free kick on Messi v Liverpool. That's a good shot. That was a hell of a free kick. But you know what it is? Anything Messi does, you're just like, I expect that. It's Messi. You're the GOAT, bro. I'm not surprised when Messi scores a great free kick, dribbles past 5 players, chips a goalkeeper, ruins a defender. It's Messi. When Declan Rice does that, I'm like, oh my God. Look at Villa trying to counter-attack. Here's Rashford. He's nutmegged him there. I swear Villa aren't even trying to attack. I don't even think they're trying to score. Unai is totally set up for a 0-0. Please don't make this a 0-0 because I will turn over to Barcelona. Emery is stinking out the joint and he doesn't even care. He's more than willing to do it. I actually thought Villa would... I actually want PSG to score because that might force Villa to attack. I don't want some boring 0-0. PSG are the only team trying to score. Dembele, right-hand side, lays it back edge of the box. Why are you not hitting that? Oh, it's a poor shot, goes over. Vitinho, I think he should have done better there. Juninho still has one of the best free kicks. He was unbelievable. He was unreal at free kicks. Your best moment, Reece last minute winner or Declan? It's Declan, bro. It's Real Madrid, Jace. Reece's was good at the time because we thought, oh, maybe we're going to win the title, but a last minute winner against Bournemouth, it can't deal with Real Madrid. Unknown C, I take back my comment. Villa with a low block at the Emirates first leg. No, thank you. Bro, it's horrible. Jay Webber, you're heading to Madrid next week. Well, basically, I turned down the ticket that I was offered. So whether I would even have that option, I don't know. I'm not really in a rush to go over there now because when I was... Some other friends have gone over. And within the last few days, the flight prices have like doubled. Because obviously the airlines have clocked on that loads of Arsenal fans are going to be flying from London. So all the flights have gone up. So I think it was £500 all in, like ticket and travel. And I've heard people now saying they're paying £400-500 just for the flight. So how much am I going to pay for the ticket as well? Nah. And the thing is, when you go to the like the Bernabeu or the Nou Camp, they stick you right up in the ear. You can hardly see. Do you know what? You're spot on there, Ish. You know, a few friends today, they were like, listen, book a flight from London or England, somewhere in England, to Munich on Champions League final day. Because again, what they do, they usually wait and see who gets to the final. So if it's Arsenal, any flight from London to Munich, they'll double it, treble it. So a lot of people are like, listen, Champions League final day, just book a cheap flight from London to Munich. If Arsenal don't get there, you can probably change the flight anyway. If they do get there, you might have a flight for like £100 return. But if Arsenal get to the final, they'll put that £500, £600, £700 return. So you gotta. It would be so difficult. If Arsenal got to the Champions League final, I would be like, I want to go to that game. You might never see that game again in your lifetime, but it would be the best watch-along ever if we won it. Barca are winning 1-0 now. Who scored? Who is that? It is 1-0 to Barcelona. Free kick whipped in. Is he onside yet? Flicked on. Oh, does the guy at the back post touch the ball though? Let's have a look. Header across. Little flick. Is he offside? Is it already in? Yo. Oh, Rafinha's tapped that in on the line though, you know. He looks like he could be off. That is nasty work from Rafinha. Is it Kubasi? He's had the shot. It's going in. It's basically in. Rafinha slides in, taps that in from a yard out. He's basically on the line. I think he could be off. I'm telling you now, Rafinha could be off. That is nasty work. It's basically in the net, and he gets his studs on it and gets it in. But I think he's a tiny bit offside. Wow. That's nasty work, man. I don't blame him. Natural striker's instinct is to do that. But if he's offside, I think that's off. Show us the semi-automated offside. I thought Champions League offsides were meant to be cleared up within 10 to 20 seconds. I think he's given the goal. And Rafinha has got the goal. Rafinha wants that that Ballon d'Or, man. He wants that Ballon d'Or. If Barca win the Champions League, he's probably in for the Ballon d'Or, to be honest. It does count. Oh, here's Nuno Mendes for PSG. Shot blocked, goes out for a corner. So Barcelona are beating Dortmund 1-0. Rafinha from a yard out. Rafinha. I'm going to have a look now. Just for the sake of the content. Let's have a look. What's the date of the Champions League final? When is the Champions League final? Let's have a look. Champions League final is... No, it's not showing me. Oh, 31st of May. All right, let's have a look. Let's see how much a flight is on the 31st of May from London to Munich. It is shameless. It is shame. But sometimes you got to be smart, you know. If you can get a cheap flight now, book it. London to Munich, 31st of May. Let's have a look. How much they charging? They probably already put the price up. Champions League final. They know people are flying in from everywhere. Munich, Germany. Right. We won't even book a return flight. Let's just get out there. See how much they are. See, £89. I'm telling you, man. It might be worth booking one of them flights. 6:55 in the morning. I'm telling yo, I might book one of them flights. I'm telling you now. Them flights will be £500-600 if Arsenal make the Champions League final. Easily. Easily. All right, let's add a return. I suppose you do need to get home, right? Can't be stuck there. Are they direct as well? Yeah, direct. Let's add a return. Let's say return. It's on a Saturday, Champions League final. Let's add a return, see what it does to the price. Return, direct. Oh, yeah, the price is going up. 300. 191 if you have a stop. £300 return, I'm telling you. Arsenal make the final, that's £600-700. Do you know what you do? You just get to Germany. I drive there. Do a road trip for the Champions League final. Put the petrol in and vlog it. Or you just fly there single and then you just fly somewhere else. Anyway, it's always worth looking at. You get there, you win the final, then you just deal with getting home. You fly somewhere else. Fly to France, get a Eurostar. There's loads of ways you can get around it. I think I've chosen the boring game, but here's Rashford. What you got? Rashi cuts inside. He's got about 4 players on him. I can't believe how boring Villa are playing. It's stinking. Are you going Hong Kong for pre-season? Yeah, should be. Should be. They haven't announced the full tour yet. I don't know why it's taking so long. I don't know what's going on. What was was it 147 return, Dan? I couldn't see that. Yeah, man. Well, Proton aren't sponsoring this, but shout out to Proton, of course. This game is a snore fest, man. I mean, PSG are trying to attack. Jan said, big up, Big C. Was watching the game yesterday. I could not believe what we did to Madrid. Man like Declan Rice, Van Persie, like Kobe said, it's not done yet. I was reiterating that today, bro. Like, I'm never going to write off Real. We've still got a big game to play next Wednesday. Vegas Gunner, I hope we play Villa, beat them, shut their fans up. It'll be tougher playing PSG twice. Emery is a counter-attack merchant. I think PSG are the better team, definitely. They're a lot more expansive. I feel like they can hurt you going forward more. Jan said that the Thierry special from CBS was special. The way he said, can't go inside the hybrid, it'll crush me, made me shed a tear. Arteta, you're still on trial. Was he, I didn't see all of it, but I saw a clip. Was he walking with his kids or something, Henri? I think he was walking past Highbury with his kids, then he walked across to the Emirates. It was crazy. They should have just given him a flat in the Emirates, Thierry. OG's Sunday. OG's Sunday, 8 p.m. Big up my bro. We will be there, guys. Grown Man Travels. Curtis, I'll be in Hong Kong in October. Give me a few tips. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. He saw his statue with his kids. I always wish that Thierry worked for Arsenal. As I've said many times, man, can you imagine Henri being the striker coach? Just coming into the club like once a fortnight, once every few weeks, putting on a training session with the young strikers, man. It would be unbelievable. But I suppose he's busy with CBS. Probably difficult. I'm going to watch it. I am going to watch the full thing. Return flights from Edinburgh, already $450 for the Champions League final. Like I said, man, £300 I just saw return. London to Munich, Champions League final day. Arsenal get to the final, you're paying £600-700 minimum. Minimum. Will it be a 2025 repeat? If I could write the story, if you said to me now, write the story of how Arsenal win the Champions League. Aston Villa in the semi-final. Knock out Unai Emery after he knocked us out of the Europa League. Then Barcelona in the final, revenge for 2006. That would be the story. If I could write it. But Barcelona are dangerous. I saw something the other day that Barcelona have scored the most goals in Europe this season. So they're very, very dangerous going forward. I actually think, you look at Real Madrid last night, that front three, it might be amazing on paper, but it has hardly any chemistry in my opinion. I think Mbappe, as much as I love Kylian Mbappe as a player, sometimes a top player can make a team worse, just the dynamics of how they operate. And I just think, I don't know if Mbappe has made Real Madrid worse. I think it was easier for them last season not trying to feed a striker. When you've got a top quality striker, subconsciously you try and feed him the ball. Where I think last year with no striker, Bellingham felt like anytime I get the ball, I'm going to try and score. Same with Vinicius, same with Rodrigo. Now they're trying to give Mbappe the ball. Mbappe, you look at him last night, he didn't even really look like a striker. He just doesn't play like an out-and-out striker. Here come Villa on the attack. McGinn gets it out wide. Rashford lays it off. Villa on the attack. Oh, my days. Oh, 1-0 to Aston Villa. Unai Emery. And it's Morgan Rogers. Wow. Counter-attack special. Unai masterclass. Morgan Rogers, the man of the moment. Unai Emery doesn't even celebrate. Just rubs on his chin. Rogers does the Cole Palmer celebration. He said he did it before him. 1-0. Honestly, I tip my hat. That is a masterclass. They haven't even tried to attack for nearly the whole game. McGinn, brilliant work. Wins the ball back. Rolls it into Rashford. Lovely ball. Great cross there. I think that's Tielemans. Finds Rogers at the back post. What a move. Look at that from John McGinn. Very good footballer, McGinn, by the way. Rashford finds Tielemans. What a ball that is. Splits their whole defence. Donnarumma in no man's land. 6 yards out. Rolls it into the net. Morgan Rogers. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is unbelievable. 1-0 to Aston Villa. That man again, Morgan Rogers. How much was he? £14 million from Middlesbrough? Unbelievable signing, that guy. Oh, Tielemans is very, very good. Very, very good player. Just understands the game really well. Bro, I'll be honest. If we sat here at the start of the season, right, and somebody said to you, Aston Villa in a Champions League semi-final, you'd say, okay. The Emery, the Emi Martinez, the Watkins, and the Rashford, because he does well against us. That makes me a bit nervous. But in reality, we're the better team if we turn up. We played Villa twice this season. We beat them at their place. And we drew with them at home after being 2-0 up. So we can beat them. We can beat them. They do have a very good balance. The only thing is, they don't really play with any width. And I think our wingers could hurt them. Because then you start pulling centre mids out wide to help the fullbacks. I think we could beat Villa. Oh, here come. Oh, shot. Oh, it's blocked. Matty Cash is on a yellow card against Kvaratskhelia. Dortmund, big miss. Miles said Curtis Haaland is better than Mbappe. I think he's a more lethal striker. He understands the role more. People forget, man, Mbappe's been a winger for 3-4 years at PSG, to be honest. They've always really used him as a wide player. And you go to Real Madrid and just go back up front. It's difficult. It's difficult. I think, I've got a feeling, right? Somebody was talking to me today about Real Madrid. And I said, I wonder if Vinicius will leave Real Madrid. Most people think Rodrigo, and I get it. I've got a feeling, if you look into this Saudi offer for Vinicius, they're hanging around. They made a crazy offer to Kylian Mbappe. It was rejected. You never heard about it again. If you read into this Vinicius thing, they had an offer. It was rejected. They're saying they're coming back in the summer. I think Vinicius, with all the racial abuse he's had, he doesn't feel truly loved. He didn't win the Ballon d'Or. He's getting a lot of criticism from Madrid fans. Wouldn't surprise me if Vinny just said, you know what, I'm going to go Saudi and cash in. Because I'm telling you now, go and look at the money that they're talking about. Millions of pounds a week. And then you can move Mbappe to the left. I could be totally wrong. They might say you're crazy. But I think someone in that front three is going to leave. They're not good together. They're not good together. They don't work. Oh! Oh, it's hit the post. Emmy tips it onto the post. I thought he fell over. Bro, some of these Brazilians, they will cash in. They grew up difficult, man. You know what I mean? Oscar went to China. Hulk was in China, Russia. He went everywhere for the bag. Saudi isn't much better when it comes to racism. Well, I don't know. I don't know, but maybe it's not as in your face as it is in... Oh my God! What a goal by Désiré Doué! Wow! Crossbar and in. If it wasn't for Declan Rice, I'd be saying goal of the round. What a goal we have just witnessed. Cuts inside on the left-hand side. Crossbar and in. Oh my days, what a finish. Désiré Doué. A lot of you been saying in the chat, you want this guy at Arsenal. I agree with you, but the problem is, I don't see any way how PSG let him go. 19 years of age. It's too easy. Oh, what a goal. What a goal that is. Emmy's got no chance. Oh, crossbar and in. Are you mad? There's nothing he can do about that. I'm here all week, people. I couldn't help it. It was there. It made sense. It's a dad joke. Anyway, that is an unbelievable goal. What a goal. Emmy didn't even move. There's nothing he can do about that. It was there. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't help it. Well, now we got a game on our hands. 2 goals. Let's go. This was a snore fest 10 minutes ago. He is some player. Cuts inside on his left foot. Bends it in the far top corner. In off the bar. Jeez. Bad boy finish. A lot of you been saying in the chat you want him at Arsenal. I just don't think we could get him. Oh, he didn't even come through their system. I didn't even realise he was at Rennes. How much did they pay for him? These are the kind of little gems, yeah, you just wish we'd picked him up. How much did he cost? Oh, it's Hakimi. PSG on the attack. Transfer fee. How much did he cost? What? They paid 50 million euros for him. Wow, I thought this was some little cheap youngster. 50 mil. No wonder he's good. He's obviously ripped up the French league already. It's lit. Straight up. Here's Rashford. Wait, oh, Rashi, that's naughty work, Rashi. Rashi, lad. Oh, he doesn't pick out the pass. Twisting and turning. This game's come to life. Jeez. Villa against PSG, you know. Rennes have a great academy. Yeah, man. I didn't realise they paid 50 million for him. That's crazy. Yeah, Barcola's on the bench. Horrible tackle. They're showing you that shot just before Martinez tipped it onto the post. This is game on now, people. Daymar, you know. Yo, I love that one. Daymar. Big up everyone locked in. 2.2 locked in. Luke said big up to whoever gifted me a membership. They always get gifted out in this community, bro. Make sure your settings are on. Make sure your settings are on, people, so you can be gifted your membership. That was naughty from Rashi. Made the defender turn around. Not even... That was mad. Kvaratskhelia, he needs to be running at Matty Cash. He's on a yellow card. We should buy Kvaratskhelia as a baller. Bit too late, mate. He signed a 5-year deal. This Rashford fella is pretty good. They did great business, man. Doué means gifted in French. Is that right? Oh, chance. Oh, he should have hit that. Still got it, though. Kvaratskhelia, left-hand side. Shot. It's blocked. Him against Matty Cash going to be a great battle. Corner to PSG. Désiré Doué. Last minute Welbeck goal versus Leicester. Oh, mate, I thought we had the title. Doué shoots again. It's blocked. It's up in the air. Flying everywhere. Comes out again. Doué shoots over the bar. Maybe should have laid that one off. His confidence is high. Another good shot on his right. This time it was straight at Emmy. Tipped it in the air. Then he has the left foot shot that goes wide. Well, over. Confidence is high. Arsenal fan, bring on Villa if that's Arsenal win. Oh, that's if Arsenal win away to Madrid. Well, we'll take a draw. What's the plan for sure on tour? You roll into Miami? Maybe. Maybe. I really, really want to go to the NBA playoffs. But I was looking online. I know obviously they haven't been decided yet, but the last year's prices. Apparently the prices go up massively for the playoffs, but I would love to go. I've never been to an NBA game. Obviously, the basketball game I went to was the USA Olympic warm-up game, which was amazing because all, like, LeBron, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, all them guys were there. But, yeah, the tour's in Asia this year. But I might, you know, last couple of years I've been America on holiday as well, so. But, you know, Trump's moving mad, so I got to make sure I'm all right to travel. You know what I mean? PSG in possession. Dominating the ball. Oh. Oh. Good football. They lose the ball, though. Yeah, no, I've heard it is Singapore. It is Singapore. Belair got a spot for you in OKC. Well, they're definitely going to be in the playoffs. Big up, bro. Shea. Are they going to win it? Who's going to win the NBA playoffs? Oh, what football that is. Can Hakimi keep that in? He does. Right-hand side, looking for options. Dembele. Twisting, turning. Villa have got so many players in the area. And they win it back. Would you take Inter or Barca in the final? Oh, Doué's going mad. Doué, what a block. Great run. Jeez, he took on two there. Villa are on the break. John McGinn. Finds Rashi. This is a game now. Inter, they're the total lot. Inter are so good defensively. Barca are so good going forward. Barca's front three is scary. Rafinha's having a hell of a season. Lamine is unbelievable. Lewa is a killer. Inter are so good defensively. I don't know what the better game is. Do you want to play Barca because they'll give you a few more chances because they're a bit more open defensively? Or do you play Inter who maybe allow you to have more of the ball and sit off you a little bit? Inter have done us this season already. But Barca are on fire, man. I know people don't want Inter because of how well they defend, but are they better than Barcelona? I'm not sure. I think Barca are serious this season. It would be great to get revenge on Barca, but their attack is unbelievable. Inter beat us, you know, but they didn't dominate us. They kind of scored and just sat off us. Man City are going on tour near Miami. They're staying at the resort my girl's mum works at. I wish Arsenal had gone Miami when they've been America all these times. Appealing for a free kick he gives offside with 10 seconds till half-time. The game's flown by. Barcelona apparently is half-time already. Half-time in this as well. Great first half after the first 20-odd minutes. It livened up. 1-1 at half-time. Morgan Rogers and Désiré Doué, two top players. So was Madrid's. Yeah, you're right. You're right. This season, though, Barca have been better than Madrid. So I know Sports Genius said, I like Orlando. Miami. I like Orlando better than Miami. Miami is ghetto as hell. Do you think? I didn't really feel that. I saw certain parts when we were driving through, you could feel that. Orlando's very homely, innit? But again, not everywhere. Not every, but I've seen some ghetto places in Orlando as well. I really like both them cities. I had a great time in both. Miami has a Caribbean vibe about it that I like. And Orlando is, you know, just nice family vibe. If you're in the, you know, you go in Disney World and all that. Brickell is mad bougie. Yeah, I went there, man. I went Brickell. You got to have dough in them places, ain't you? I came back from that holiday. I was like, yo. But the vibe is amazing. I love the weather as well. Across the bridges, hood, like Dade County. I have this weird thing, like, when I go to places, I like to see what the ghetto's like. But sometimes you can't do that. But I don't know. I have this thing. Like when we went to New York, I was like, yeah, I want to see Brooklyn. I want to go Queens. Do you know what I mean? I just wanted to... I like seeing what it's like, but obviously you can't do that everywhere. You can't do it everywhere. Doing my word, yeah, he's unreal. He's unreal. And the other thing as well, you know, when you go to the ghetto, you get the better food spots as well. You know, I want the Caribbean food. I'm not gonna get it in the touristy place. I remember when we was in New York, we went to Brooklyn to this Jamaican spot, and the food was banging. Oh yeah, come on, bro. Jamaica, of course. I'm definitely due a trip. I'm definitely due a Jamaica trip. I haven't been for years. I got to be honest. Got to move right in the wrong. Yeah, exactly. You're right. You can't just be moving all mad touristy, and you know you got to be with people who know where they're going and stuff. But yeah, man. I love hip hop, so when I go to New York, I'm like, yeah, I want to go Queens. I want to see the big mural of Nas, and I'm on all that, but it's serious. Small places have better food. We should sign Doué, mate. They're not selling him. They're not selling him. Why would they sell him? They only signed him last year. He's probably on a 5-year deal. Are you due a trip though? Probably am. The dad jokes they're running now. Can't stand out too much. Exactly. You got to look like you're local. Can you do a review on the Arsenal shirt for 25-26? I did see the leak, and to be honest, when you get this close to the end of the season, the leaks tend to be pretty true. Now, I like the shirt, but what I'm kind of a little bit... Let's have a look if I can find it. It basically looks very similar to this season's shirt, but they've just changed the stripes down the side from blue to red. So it feels like we're getting bumped a little bit. Where's the leaks? It just looks too similar to this season's, in my opinion. Right, there we go. I found a picture of it. I mean, that to me... It's just lazy. I mean, look, they've gone back to the Arsenal badge instead of just the cannon. They've turned the stripes from the blue to the red. You've got a little white pinstripe here. They've put red under the arms instead of white under the arms. It's too similar to make you want to spend your money. If you've got this season's shirt, I don't see the point in buying next season's shirt. I just don't see the point in it. It's too close. Oh, I'm with all of you on that. Bring back Nike. Adidas have made some nice kits for Arsenal, but I feel like they're just on some copy and paste thing. I don't like it. Like, sometimes our shirt looks like the Ajax shirt, or they put a collar on Man United, then they put one on us. I want Nike. Now, listen, I'm glad we ain't with Puma no more, because Puma were absolutely taking the mick with us. But Let me try and get all 3 of the shirts. If those other shirts are true, they don't look too bad. I tell you that I say it all the time. If you want value for money, buy the training kits. Because they're not outdated. You can wear them for years. Right, let's go through the kits that they think are going to be the 3 kits. So you've got this one, which is white. Is that black or blue? I can't even see that properly. But anyway, a white kit with the collar. Looks kind of old school. No, they're not official, but they reckon. So you got that one. The away kit, I think, is this one. Similar to that one we had a few years ago. With that sort of pattern on it. Black and blue with silver stripes. That one's not bad. I feel like that. Would that be my favourite one? I'm not sure. They had a very similar kit to that already, though. No, you're right. Yeah, the white one kind of looks like Real Madrid vibe, don't it? And then you got that one, and then you've got the home kit, which, I mean, I'm sorry, but are you telling me someone at Adidas couldn't do more than that? You've literally sat there, and it's like, you know, when you was in school and you couldn't go on the internet on the computer during your IT lesson, so you'd either play solitaire, cards, or you'd go on paint. I feel like Adidas are just going on paint. Right, what should we do this year, lads? Right, we'll change the stripes from blue to red. We'll put red underneath on the sides, and we'll change the badge and sell it for £105. Oh yeah, that's you done. That's your work. That's all they've done, man. Have you not got a design in your head? Don't get me wrong, Arsenal home kits are always clean. You can't really mess up the home kit. We don't do a lot to it, but it's just too... It's just the same thing, really. You lot remember, man, yo, come on. You know you can relate. Playing on them games during IT. Solitaire. Pinball. Legendary games, man. Going on paint and just drawing something. It was mad. £105. £105. Do something different. I know they like tapping in with all the old school stuff. I feel like they've missed a trick with a few things. Like, we had the gold kit back in the day that was amazing. I think they could have gone down that route. I think you look at a few seasons ago, the black kit was crazy. The black kit was our biggest ever selling away kit. I just think do something a bit different, man. Do something a bit different. 2,200 of you locked in. Really appreciate your support. Amazing numbers, man. Amazing number. Oh, maroon. Bring the maroon home kit. I brought the maroon training kit today. I was hyped. I had to. The black kit's still available. I don't think Arsenal sell them. You could probably get them off certain websites, but you'd pay a lot of money for them. It's a rip-off, man. These kits for one season. It's a joke. You spend all that money after 1 year. I don't know about you. I don't wear the kits from seasons before. I wear like the OG kits from 20 years ago, but I don't even wear the black kit anymore because I just look at them like, oh, that's out of date. It's like it's out of date. I don't wear it. That's why I buy a training kit. You look at today, I bought the shorts and t-shirt training kit, the maroon, and I think I paid £58 for it with my little bit of discount. 58 quid, shorts and t-shirt, maroon, happy days training kit. You buy the home shirt when it just comes out, £105 if you want the player version of the shirt. Now, I buy the players version. They bring out like a retail one for £70. They bring out a players version for like £105. But it's just a lot easier. Like, I don't know. I feel like the player's shirt, it lets more air in. It's just more breathable shirt. But that's why I never buy all 3 of them. I just pick one out of the 3. But the home shirts are just becoming a bit of a waste of time. I love last year's home shirt with the gold. I genuinely thought we were going to win the league. The light pink kit was clean. You know that kit? I never bought it and then thought afterwards I actually liked that kit. And then it was sold out everywhere. Marcel said Liverpool are back to Adidas. Wow. Wow. Liverpool, I feel like Liverpool are Adidas. When I think of Liverpool, I think about Adidas. I think about Steven Gerrard, Fernando Torres, Xabi Alonso, that sort of Rafa Benitez Liverpool. I always think about Adidas. Arsenal, for me, should be wearing Nike. But it's all about money, isn't it? That's why the Premier League are dropping from Nike to Puma footballs, because they've offered a bag of money. Anabi said, Miami Caribbean food is mad, especially Jamaican and Haitian. Yeah, man, do you know what? I had some Cuban food over there, man. Jeez. Proper. Can you do a name change and sell the flight on? Probably, yeah. I don't know. You maybe have to pay a little bit for the admin fee, but it shouldn't cost a lot. I might just book the single flight from London to Munich. Because let's be honest, it's only Germany. Even if I can't get a direct flight from Germany to England, I'll go to France and then get the Eurostar. And let's be honest, if Arsenal have just won the Champions League, it might take me 2 or 3 days to get back home anyway. For those of you just tuned in, what I was saying basically is that when these airlines find out what team is in the Champions League final, what they'll do is the flight from that city to Munich, which is where the final is, they'll double or treble the flight price. So what a lot of people are doing now is saying, right, book a flight from London to Munich. And I just checked, you can get a single flight for £89. If Arsenal don't make the final, change the flight to somewhere else or do a name change and sell it or whatever. Because I know situation. I remember when Liverpool played Tottenham in Madrid. And a friend of mine, he paid £700 for his flight to Madrid from Liverpool. And then he paid £500 for his ticket. Now, they won the final. So spending £1,200 to see your team win a Champions League final is pretty much good value. And I'm with you, bro. We will drive. That would be unbelievable content. I can't lie. Driving to Munich for the final. It would be great content. It would. And Germany's not that far either. So, yeah. But I'm just saying, anybody that's thinking about flying, that's a good way of doing it. Book an £89 flight. Get it in the bag. Arsenal get knocked out. Change it if they make it. I remember one time, who was in the final? I think it was Chelsea. And that was Munich as well, actually. So, a guy I know, he's a big Chelsea fan. He went over there and he booked a hotel before Chelsea won the semi-final. Got it at a really cheap price in Munich. And when Chelsea made the final, the hotel cancelled all the rooms, refunded everyone, then relisted them 3 times more than what he paid for them. I remember he said he got his room for like £80 for the night. They relisted it for £240. And they sold them straight away. Champions League final, people will pay whatever. So yeah, man, it's a mad one. Dude, where's my car, bro? Can you imagine the road trip? Be unbelievable. I'm so desperate for Arsenal to get to the final. For the content, and then if we won, the worst nightmare would be getting there and losing. That would be a nightmare. Big up Turkish in the chat, bro. So we're home first, semi-final. We're home first. Yeah, which is strange because I thought they always said the advantage was if you finished higher in the group, you got the second leg back at home. Yet we've played Madrid at home first, but it's actually probably worked out better for us. Because if we'd been to Madrid and had a tough game, then it feels like you got a mountain to climb, where we've gone to the Emirates, battered them, and gone to Madrid with the lead. So it's worked out for the better. I think it's abundantly clear watching this game that PSG are better than Villa, but Villa are very difficult to break down. Who would you prefer to play in the semi-final? 63% of you said PSG. 37% said Aston Villa. Disassi comes on for Matty Cash. Emery knows, man. Emery knows. Matty Cash on a yellow card against Kvaratskhelia. He ain't having that. Get him straight off. He'll put Konza to right back, probably, who's played there before for England. PSG, all bark, no bite. Villa is dangerous. Big up Doctor, who said, big up from the gym. We out here. Can't believe people are asking you to apologise for your comments about Mikel. It's just one match. You know me, bro. I knew that was going to be in the chat today. You owe him an apology. I said, no, relax. Relax. Win something and we'll talk. I gave him his flowers on today's stream. We got a very difficult game next week. Second half back underway. Sean said Turkish and Shaw Euro trip. I'm here for it. I'll be unreal. Last of them, bro. Check the Locks front porch performance if you have seen it. Unreal. Unreal. It is crazy. This is why I said the zone I'm in at the moment, from a music point of view, any major artist that I'm a big fan of comes to the UK, I'm trying to get tickets to go and watch them. Because the age we're at, if you're a similar age to me, or older even, a lot of these guys and girls and groups, whatever, you're not going to see them on tour that many times. So when 50 came to the UK, I was there. I got top quality seats. Game came. I went there. Usher concert last week. I was on my R&B vibe, early 2000s, me and the missus. Let it burn. It was all going off. I said, yeah. Because these lot, Usher's like nearly 50. Nearly 50 years of age. I'll tell you the reason I didn't go to the Nas concert. 2 reasons. Number 1, I've seen him in concert before. Dembele shots blocked. I've seen Nas in concert before. And number 2, he was doing Illmatic, which many people say is his best album. I actually prefer Stillmatic because I prefer the production on it. 2-0 to Barcelona. Robert Lewandowski. I don't like Barcelona. I just don't like them. Oh, this guy Lamine, yeah. What an assist that is by Rafinha. How's he kept that in? He scored from half a yard out. That is unbelievable. Lamine, Rafinha, 1 goal, 1 assist. 2-0 to Barcelona. They're cooking Dortmund. They're batter. They might beat them 3 or 4-0. We're back to this game. So why didn't I go to Nas? Nas did Illmatic. I prefer Stillmatic. Illmatic, the production's a bit older. I love Stillmatic. I love that album. So because of the tunes he did that night, I didn't want to go to it. I didn't want to go. I've seen him already as well. So I wasn't in a rush. But yeah, man, any big artist that I like a lot of their music, I'm going to see it because they're not going to tour England many more times in their life when they're turning like 50 years of age and things like that. Stillmatic over Illmatic. Listen, it could be an age thing. I think the production's better. I think the actual, just the beats themselves are better. Illmatic is more of an old school, early 90s, late 80s hip-hop vibe about it, which doesn't appeal as much to me because of the age that I am. I love the tunes on there, of course, but Stillmatic for me was more my sort of, oh, Kvaratskhelia, that's naughty. Oh my days, what is that? Oh my days. Since we're talking about Stillmatic, that is ether. That is ether right there, people. Nas dissing Jay-Z. That goal is wild. Market opportunities, Arsenal, yeah? Are you seeing what he's just done? The ball roll, what he's just done there. Oh my day. This guy, watching this guy play is agony for me because this is the winger I wanted at Arsenal for 2 years. Look at this counter-attack. Dembele, little flick. Hakimi, what a break. Look at this move. You sure you want PSG? Look at what Kvaratskhelia has done here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, my days. Oh, posting in near post. That's wild. That is absolute. I can't believe Emmy's got done there. What a goal. Oh, my. 60 million. That's the bargain of the season. What a player. What a player. Honestly, I'm in agony watching him play. Every time I watch him play, he is unreal. 2-1. What a goal. Ball roll. Sat down. I think it was Konza. Smashes it near post. Posting in. Naughty work, man. Naughty work. I'm telling you. I'm not so sure we do want PSG. Their front three is mad. But... And Paris, man, it's hard to play against them over there. So if you don't cook them in the first leg... Wow. That guy is some player. Anyway, what a game. We have definitely picked the right game. I wanted Kvara so bad. Oh, mate. Do the poll again. Who was that who got dropped to the floor like that? Oh, Disassi. Ah! Disaster more like. No wonder Chelsea loaned him out. I don't rate Disassi at all. Looks like he should be a doorman or something, or a bodybuilder. Can I change my answer in the poll? Do you know what I mean? These lot, I'm telling you, they've gone up a level. They've added an absolute monster of a winger. Dembele's up front looking... Oh, they're on the attack again. Doué, oh. And Doué is a baller as well. Ball over the top. Oh, Dembele can't reach it. Villa are scrambling a little bit here. Jesus. Disassi fall like Boateng. The ball roll was nuts. And then he finished. When he shot, I thought, you ain't scoring from there. No, they don't press that well. Brian said, I'm going to buy that one day as usual. I'm going to buy that day one as usual. Rice 41 on the back. Pritesh, the 2005 blue O2 kit. I had Reyes on the back. Reyes, I feel like, was going to be a really good player for Arsenal. The Premier League was so physical in them days. You look at what Gary Neville did to him. You could never get away with that these days. Gary Neville would have been sent off about 3 times that day. Sam Bond, big up, bro. Appreciate the super sticker. Big up MJ, Saka, you know, look at Doué and Kvara moving mad. Do you know the thing I always say, though, bro? Sometimes, that football's crazy nowadays. Silk and output are 2 very different things. Sometimes you're a silkier player, but your output's not as good. The game nowadays is dominated by output. Because for me, Salah ain't the best winger in the world. I'd rather watch a lot of wingers instead of Salah. But Salah's the king of output. His numbers are undeniable. So, let's be real. Doué and these, man, they don't get the numbers that Saka gets. And Saka can play. He showed it many times. I wouldn't swap Saka for Doué or Kvaratskhelia. They don't get his numbers. And we don't know if they would adapt to the Premier League either. But we should have added Kvara to Saka. Imagine Kvara, Isak and Saka. Or Kvara, Gyökeres and Saka. We'd win the league. Our attack would be ferocious. Jimmy said Cash is better than that. Disassi too tall to move. Yeah, but do you know what? Emery's had a... Oh, my God. Got megged, but won it back. Emery has had an absolute stinker. What did I say at half-time? Disassi's on for Matty Cash. First thing I said, you put Konza to right-back and put Disassi at centre-back. Konza's played at right-back. And he's put Disassi at right-back. Big doorman-looking guy. Looks like he should be on the door at Box Park. And you got him against Kvaratskhelia. He's done the ball roll, dropped him like Messi did Boateng. He can't move. So, Emery, disaster class, mate. If PSG score another, I think Villa are in big trouble. Arsenal spent 65 on Havertz. They got Kvaratskhelia. There's nothing to say about Havertz, bro. As I said on today's stream, Marino's probably better than Havertz. And he's a centre midfielder and he costs 35 million. He's a way better finisher, by the way. He's calm as hell. We will smash PSV. Smash. I don't know about smash. We beat them 2-0 and they weren't as good at the time. I think it will be... I think we could beat them, of course. They're not as good as Real Madrid, but they're very good going forward. And they got a lot of confidence. It'll be a tough game. Because the onus is on us to beat them in the first leg at home. I can't believe Emery's put Disasi at right back. Why would you not put Konza there? He's played there multiple times. Here's Rashford left-hand side. That's a decent run. I thought Rashi's dropped him there. Should have passed it. Should have rolled that, Rashi, mate. He made a good run as well. They didn't have Dembele. Yeah, Dembele didn't play, did he? Nah, man. No Dembele. No Kvara. Oh, wow. Kvara deflected. Oh, goes wide. Rolled back by Dembele. Edge of the box. Shot blocked. Oh, I'm telling you now, you know. Let me tell you something, though. Even though PSG are cooking Villa, Villa get out of there with a 2-1 defeat, I think they've still got a chance. Villa Park actually does... It has got a very good atmosphere. They've got a chance at home. Didn't they beat Bayern Munich at home? They're decent at home. Industry Night said, broke my headphones, would have to continue the stream another time. Big up Big C, big up the community. Just lip read, man. You know what I mean? Don't worry about the headphones. Just mute it and keep it moving. Just react to my movements and then when the score changes, you know? Timber can lock down Kvara. Yeah. Timber's unbelievable. Timber's one of the best right backs in the world. And when I say that, some people are like, well, that's a bit much. I'm like, okay. Tell me the better right backs than him. Trent, Hakimi, Reece James, Kyle Walker, who? I'm not saying he's the best. I'm saying he's in the mix with anyone you want to mention. And defensively, he's better than most of them that I've just mentioned. Some of them are better than him going forward, but he's 23 years of age. He's not even a natural right back. He was playing centre back. Timber is unreal. He's unbelievable. Timber is 89 in FIFA. He's a joke, mate. On the back of an ACL injury, he's unbelievable. Asensio coming on. What kind of reception is he going to get? He's on loan from PSG. I never understand how clubs allow loan players to do that. Timber locked down Barcola at the Emirates. He did. Central C in Munich on Friday. I heard his show wasn't very good. Was he in Berlin the other day or was it somewhere else? I heard the crowd weren't that hyped by his music, but who knows? Yeah, Timber's 23, bro. It's crazy. Or has he just turned 24? I'm pretty sure Timber's 23. You're in Timber. Icon PSG. Yo, these lot are nasty, bro. Doué. What's he got? He's got support. Oh, no, my days. Hakimi! Oh, what a save, Emi Martinez. I'm telling you now, there's no way. There's no way you want to play PSG if they're playing like this. They are ripping Villa apart. He's 23. He turns 24 in June. What a player. Most people think Timber's older than that. PSG are moving mad. Look at him. Look at this guy do it. Oh, dribbles past two. His shot's blocked. Wow. They are exciting to watch, man. Oh, my days. They are exciting. Yo, honestly, from that YouTube short we put out the other day, I said, I'm bored of all this slow U-shaped tiki-taka football. Barcelona, PSG, these teams are the ones that aren't playing like that. So I got to appreciate it. This is the football I'm used to growing up on watching, people. Attack, pace, goals. Jacob Ramsey comes off, Asensio comes on. I'm telling you, man, I don't know if I want to see PSG. Second leg in Paris. If we don't batter them at home, that is a tough place to go with them ultras, I'm telling you. They beat up your fans in the streets as well. But Villa, I think we can do Villa, man. We've beat them and drawn with them this season. I'm not saying we can't beat PSG. I'm just saying, are they the tougher opponent? But Villa are still in this game. PSG more exciting and more dominant, but I'm telling you, 2-1 would not be a bad result. It's Kvara up against Disasi. There's only one thing happening here. He's getting twist up. Oh, what a block that is. Nearly a great ball. What a challenge, Nuno Mendes. Jesus. These lot are on fire. They are all over Villa. Look at Doué. He's taking the mick. No, he's taking the mick. He's lost the ball, but... Send 200 roadman to Paris. Ain't no gooners getting beat or wet, bro. It's the, what are they called? I forget their name, but you know them, the so-called ultras at Arsenal who wear the black t-shirts. Ashburton Army. You send them man to Paris. They might not get back to London. Them PSG ultras are different. They'll punch you up. Oh, Villa are getting cooked. The only thing I would say about PSG, for all their dominance, they're not that clinical. They're not that clinical. They need to... It feels like they need a lot of chances to score. Oh, they're appealing for a penalty. Nuno Mendes chops back. It's gone out for a corner, but did that hit his hand? Look at this dirty chop from Mendes. I don't know if you can give a penalty for that. Nah, no penalty. Madrid can score 3. Listen, I said it today, bro. I enjoyed every moment of that game yesterday, but the tie is not over. The tie, we need to make sure we're not 1-0 down early against Madrid. We need 0-0 at half-time, or we go 1-0 up, it's over. Toronto unit got to the stream late. No worries, bro. Ryan, exactly. Ramos helps. He's a striker. Bullock's in deflect. The thing is, at the moment, they want Doué in the team because obviously he's a young baller. And Dembele's... I think Dembele, I could be wrong. I'm sure he's got like 20 goals. Or maybe it's 20 in all competition. He's having like his best season. Osman Dembele in all comps. Wow, he's got 21 league goals in 26 games with 5 assists. 7 goals in the Champions League. He's having a crazy season. And 3 in the French Cup. He's got 31 goals. 32. 32 goals and how many assists? 32 goals and 6 assists. That is an unbelievable season for a guy that's not a natural striker. Madrid are already out. Nah, that's... You can't say that, bro. This is Real Madrid in the Bernabeu. Trust me, it'll be different. I'm not saying they'll beat us. I'm saying they'll be a lot better than they was. Madrid away, Liverpool away are 2 games where you could be 3-4-0 up and you're still not quite through. Yeah, Kvara's from Georgia. Hell of a player, man. Hell of a player. 23 attempts, PSG. Yeah, they dominate the game, but they seem to need about 5 chances to score 1 goal, which they need to get more clinical. If I was PSG, I'd sign Osimhen. I'm sure. Have you been to a Drake concert? I mean, quite shamelessly, I hold my hands up and say yes. I watched him years ago when he came to Notts. And it was so long ago, right? He brought J. Cole out as his opening act. And J. Cole wasn't that well known at the time. He was well known, but not nowhere near as big as he is now. And I remember coming away from the concert going, yo, that J. Cole part of the show was better than the Drake part. Because Drake did a whole heap of sing-along songs, and it was just a bit, it wasn't that great. I would never go to a Drake concert now after what Kendrick did to him and said about him. But hey, and then obviously in New York, I got what I deserved. I'm in New York. It's a quiet night, day off. Oh, Drake's in Brooklyn. Buy a ticket, $47. Great. We're going Drake concert tonight. New York vibe. As I'm about to get going and look, I'm like, yo, let me check where my seat is. It said Drake car park space, something, something. I said, Ross, I don't even have a ticket inside the venue. I've got a car parking space. I said, you know what? as I consider myself a hardcore hip hop fan for buying a Drake ticket, I deserve a car park space, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Man said OVO Kurt, you better relax. Man thinks I'm an owl or something. What's he talking about? Have you ever been to a Diddy after party? Nah, I never been in them, bro. I never been in them. Bro, don't let Turkish do that to me, you know. He wears furry Crocs. You lot are mad. He's wearing furry Crocs right now at home watching this game. He's going live at 10, by the way. We're going to redirect to him. We're going to redirect. Someone just said 3-0 Barca. Wow. Nah, Barca are scary hours. Look at Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski again, right? Lewandowski is one of the best strikers of this generation by far. I feel like he doesn't get talked about enough. Lewandowski is unbelievable, you know. Unbelievable, this guy. Let me see the goal. Counter-attack. This is what I don't like about Barca. They spring on you so quick. Just give it to Lamine. Look at Lamine. Oh, what a ball, man. Oh, it's such a good team goal, man. Barca, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, people. I don't know. I don't think I want to see Barca in the final. I don't think there's a better attack in world football than Barcelona right now. Their front three is the best front three in the world. Maybe not individually, but collectively, wow. Rafinha, unbelievable. Lamine's one of my favourite players in world football. And this guy, Lewa, he's different. He is absolutely different. I don't know if I want to see Barcelona in the final. That could be a 2006 rerun. I might rather play Inter Milan, who just going to defend and hope we can break them down. At least they don't attack as much. Their attack is outrageously good. You see that ball from Lamine? No, but I'm telling you, Barca are on the up. Look at what Barca are producing this season. Real Madrid, if you look at it, are not actually having a great season. They're second in the league. They finished outside the top 8 in the Champions League. Real Madrid is heritage, is individual brilliance. Collectively, Real Madrid have been nowhere near as good this season. Barcelona are actually doing the damn thing. They finished second in the Champions League group. They're top of the Spanish league. They've scored the most goals in Europe. Their Champions League, I think they've got the most goals in the Champions League. They've slapped up Madrid. They knocked out Atletico of the cup. They're ruthless. Yeah, they do concede a lot of chances, but I think Aston Villa, Inter Milan is the route we want. I think that's the route. Villa, Inter, we can do it. People forget, when we played Inter this year, they went 1-0 up and we dominated the game. Now, I know they allowed us to have the ball, but I don't know. Let's see. Dortmund do look poor, to be fair. 3-0 first leg, just pumped. Are we going to get another goal in this game? Troops fell asleep on stream. He does that all the time, don't he? What's wrong with the guy? Let's have a look quick. Is he live now? Yeah. You know, when a man slumped back in the chair, you know he's in trouble. Where's Rashford? What you got, Rashi? 2 players on him. Nah, you're running into trouble there, bro. You're running into trouble there. Yeah, he's all quiet on his stream. You know, you've had a long day. The kids are off, man. Half term. They're long days. Troops off the Henny. Rashford is top quality. He hasn't been great today, but he got a pre-assist, whatever that means. Pre-assist was never a thing when I grew up. And then I heard about pre-assist. It's all mad. Barca's defence is getting underrated from people. Compare the first half of the season and the start of Feb. The defence improved a lot. When the defence crumbled, Chesney saved them. Yeah, Barca, I don't think... I know we like the thought of revenge on Barca. We've just got to find the easiest route to the final. Give me Villa and Inter Milan. And I think Inter are a very good team, by the way. But... yeah, we'll see. That free agent scrub Mbappe. You know Mbappe, he waited too long to go to Madrid. I'll be real. He stayed at PSG too long. He was trying to... He wanted to be the hero that brings the first Champions League to PSG. And what he's done... I mean, people... Look at this, peeps, right? Mbappe. Let me just tell you this. Mbappe is 28 next month. How crazy is that? It seems like yesterday Mbappe was the 17-year-old at Monaco who was absolute lightning quick. Mbappe's 28 next month. He's in the peak of his career. But he hasn't been a striker for about 3 years. Oh my God, PSG could be in. Oh, it's 3! Hakimi nutmegs the goalkeeper. He's offside. He's offside. I was thinking, why is he not celebrating? Look at this ball. Yeah, he's off. Half a yard off. Kylian Mbappe is 28 years of age next month. In my mind, Mbappe's still a young player. I look at him like he's a 21, 22-year-old. He's 28. He's in the peak of his career. He's been on the wing for about 4 years at PSG. He's gone to Madrid. You're trying to play up front. You should have come to Arsenal when you asked the question. I tried, people. I tried. They called me crazy. What are you asking about Mbappe? That's the level we should be going for, right? But man said he's oh, am I looking at the wrong one? You're right. You're right. I was looking at Dembele still. Oh no, he's 27. Sorry, he turns 27, not 28. You're right. You're right. It's been a long day, man. I'm still drunk from the Arsenal game. I had the Dembele stats in. He's 28 in May. Mbappe's 27 in December. It's been a long night. I woke up this morning, I felt hungover. And I never even drank alcohol last night. I don't know what happened during that Madrid game, but I felt like I was drunk. I felt drunk watching the game without drinking. It's been a long night, people. It's been a long night. What you got, Rashi? Listen, for all the dominance of PSG, if Villa can get... Villa got a chance. Villa got a chance. Oh, Rodgers. Oh, poor shot, man. Poor shot. That was a chance. Bro, they call him man unks and that. You know what? You know what I'm saying? We're getting older, man. We're getting older. All these streams, man, they make you tired. Yeah, 27 in December, 28 in June or May. Oh, good save by Emmy. I think there's one more goal in this. I think Villa would take 2-1, you know. I think Villa would take 2-1. I think they could do something at Villa Park, to be honest. Do you know the thing, though, as well, man? I've spoke about that free agent market for a long time. Who's the last decent free agent that Arsenal brought in? I can't remember a free agent that really was that good at Arsenal for a long time. You've got Sané, Jonathan David, Tyreek Mitchell. There's a few free agents this summer. You've got that, what's the centre mid who played for England? Oh, Villa could be in. Oh, I can't quite reach it. There's a few free agents. Kolasinac, bro. Kolasinac was trash, man. I didn't rate Kolasinac at all. Oh, Willian. We don't talk about him, mate. Flamini when he came back. Look at Angel Gomez. That's it. He's tiny though, isn't he? I'd take Sané on a free, honestly. If it meant we could go mad in other areas. But the only problem with Sané, we need a top quality starting left winger. Is Sané who we want to be starting every week on the left? I'd take Tyreek Mitchell. Even as a squad player left back, you can get rid of... Well, Tierney's going, unfortunately. You could get rid of maybe Zinchenko and bring in Mitchell. I like Tyreek Mitchell. He's a solid left back. Lichtsteiner, mate, he was absolutely awful. Emery signed him, didn't he? Sané's wages, yeah, I think he's on 275 a week. Jonathan Tah, is he a free? I don't know about anybody else. Jonathan Tah's one of these players that, even though he's been around for years, I've hardly watched him play football. I've signed him on Football Manager about 50 times over the years. He was always a solid centre-back that you could get for like 30, 40 million. He's 29 now. Is he a free agent? I like that Diamande guy. I know he's not a free agent, but he would be good, although he was poor against us. He looked dodgy against us. Tar ain't all that. I haven't seen much of him. Oh, he's a chance shot deflected. Goes out for a corner to PSG. Kvaratskhelia again. Tar's already agreed a pre-contract with Barca. They love free agents, don't they, man? Trent to the carpet. Trent to the carpet. What'd you do? Put Timber at left back? You'd have to. Imagine Trent, Timber, Gabriel Saliba. Whoa. That would be absolutely crazy. Nuno Mendes and Leao for the left-hand side. Gyökeres up front. Nuno Mendes just signed a new deal. He was being linked with Man United. He signed a new contract. Leao, I think you could possibly get him cheaper this season. Because of our back. Is it 4? 4-0 to Barca. Oh, my days. Lamine. Here he is. 17 years of age. Genuinely, for me, I think he's one of the best wingers on the planet. He's unbelievable on the ball. Let's have a look at the goal. How poor are Dortmund? Look at the state of that. How are they so open? It's 3 against 3. Lamine, I bet he chops. Oh, he don't even... Oh, he toe pokes it like Romario. Oh, no, he's so good, honestly. He makes that look so easy. Lamine is just... He's one of my favourite players in the world. I'd go as far as to say, Lamine Yamal has restored my faith in football. And then he just starts dancing afterwards as well. He's unbelievable. He's absolutely incredible. He's restored my faith in football freedom. Now, what kind of stupid game is this, man? Dortmund, 4-0 in the first game. What are you doing? How are you even in the quarterfinal? He toe poked it, man. Romario mastered that finish. When you're going to get closed down by the defender, sometimes you just toe poke it. I think we're going to get one more goal in this PSG game. Vitinha. How good is Vitinha, man? It's got a little element of Cesc Fabregas about him. Oh, Barcola's come on. Who's come off? It looks like Doué's come off. Barcola again. I think PSG need another goal. 4-0, man. It's a waste of time. They don't even need to play the second leg. I want to see who's come off. Who came off? Zaire Emery came on for Fabian Ruiz. Doué came off for Barcola. That Doué's overtaken Barcola. Barcola, to me, was the kind of wavy young player that was coming through for PSG. This Doué looks even better. But they have paid 50 million euros for him, so it's not like he's cheap. Nuno Mendes. I think a few years ago, everyone thought it was... Oh, Vitinha shoots wide. Everyone thought it was Alphonso Davies was that, like, fast left back that was going to be, like, the best in the world kind of thing. But I think this Nuno Mendes has overtaken him. And plus, he's done his... I'm pretty sure he's done his ACL. Look at this. What's this guy doing? Look at the state of this. What's he doing? Hold on, other way. What are you doing? You're on a stream. Be professional. This ain't the time to sleep, fella. He's sleeping on I told you. I'm getting date of births wrong. This guy's sleeping on the stream. What's he doing? I told you that Arsenal game, it took a lot of energy out of us, man. It took a lot of energy out of the fan base. Man's sleeping in his dressing gown. Henny along, man. The Henny's wiped him out. I'm drinking Fiji water. It's crazy. Man's sleeping at 9:30 at night. And said he's getting old Snorlax. Ah, dear. Absolute. Did Rashford get dragged, yeah? I didn't even realise. Ah, dear. Man said troops with the Zs. Nah. What's he doing? Man's sleeping on stream, fam. What are you meant to do for the rest of that stream if he's sleeping? No point commenting, is there? Imagine being paid to sleep. It's not bad. It's not... Yo, I seen cruise watchers like I Show Speed and all them lot, right? He was doing some gaming challenge with Kai Cenat. I think they were playing Fortnite for like, I don't know how many hours. The stream was like 7 hours long. The guy went to sleep. I Show Speed was asleep. And there was 19,000 people watching live. He's getting super chats like every 10 seconds. I'm like, bro, the guy's asleep. What are you paying for? And I said, nah, this guy's got the game on lock. I swear down, this guy, I Show Speed, has got YouTube on Smash. Oh, Asensio puts it wide. He's got YouTube on Smash. Man's recording himself going to sleep and got 19,000 people watching and getting super chats left, right, and centre. Man's sleeping, just getting all sorts of dough. I said, nah, I might have to go live when I sleep tonight. Oh, ball whipped in, it's cleared. I said, yo, I'm putting the camera on me when I go sleep. Surely I can get a little 500-600 in the chat. I think Speed at the moment is like, I feel like he's the biggest celebrity in the world in a crazy way. You see when he does these in real life streams and he's getting mobbed on a next level. I'm just like, I actually didn't even know about him until last year. I didn't know nothing about him. It's kids spending their parents' money. But you can't knock the hustle. You can't knock the hustle, man. Real talk. You definitely can't knock the hustle. What he's doing at the moment is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I don't watch him. It's not my kind of content. But the numbers and the stuff he's doing is crazy. Mr. Beast is the YouTube kid. Yeah, he's on a next level, Mr. Beast. He's like... He's basically putting TV shows on YouTube. His production level, the amount of millions that he spends. GJB, listen, think about this. Because I always think about concepts. I've always got a brain where I'm thinking, can you imagine if somebody, right? And you've just said it there, but obviously Big Brother's just come out. Can you imagine if somebody did Big Brother with content creators or even football content creators? Can you imagine how good that would be? Like for viewing. Put 15 content creators in a house and just do challenges. Them kind of things there would be crazy. If you bring in all their audiences together and stuff, it would be mad. Get some sponsorship and stuff. I know they do things like that, but we haven't really seen it with football content creators like that. It would be mad. Yeah, I seen Sidemen do it within Evra and them. And that was, I mean, I didn't watch it. But I saw a clip of it come up. There's loads of things you can do. Sidemen, obviously, they're smashing it as well. Them guys are gone clear where they can do anything. They're building TV shows. There's too many stupid beefs with the football creators community to do that. It's stupid, really. It is stupid that like half of these creators in reality, number one, never see each other. Only a few of them are going to actually bump into each other in real life. So But people get so annoyed with opinions. It's weird. I don't care. Henry or Mbappe? Bro, come on. Thierry, bro. Thierry's far better than Mbappe for me. And I love Mbappe, but he ain't Thierry's level. Thierry just was better on the ball than Mbappe in general. Another thing that needs to happen, by the way, and again, this needs to be something that happens. Somebody needs to make another awards for content creators. And this is from somebody that's won a football content award. So you would think I would be like, yo, let me not criticize them, man, because them man gave me an award. No, I'm being real. Somebody else needs to make an award. A company or a few companies come together. Because everything, you know, they all change. You look at the music industry, you get the Mobos, you get the Brit Awards, you get all these different ones, you get the BET Awards. Why are we letting these guys dictate football YouTube when it's just a bunch of guys who've put some money together, set up a company, got some sponsorship, and we're like, oh my God, the Football Content Awards. And they're making crazy decisions when they're handing these awards out. It's just got to be fair how you do it. So there's loads of things that can be done in the YouTube space. It should be, realistically, right? To me, there's nothing bigger than it should either be the fans or the people who your peers within the game. Right, that's what it should be. So to me, if you're doing football awards for content creators, get all the biggest content creators from all different clubs to vote it. Or you make it a fan vote and do it like that. Don't have a group of guys sitting in an office who probably don't even watch half the channels going, oh, you're the best new content creator, you're the biggest content creator, you're the best female, you're the best under 21, you're the best Arsenal. What do you know about it? They don't even watch it. So make it a fans vote. See what community rides out for, or make it that the content creators vote for it. You know, there's loads of things you can do, man, in the YouTube space. But you need a bit of unity to do it. You need a few people to come together and go, yo, I've got this big channel, you've got that big channel. We come together, we put something like, who you evicting first, Ty or White Yardy? I mean, Ty's a legend, man. White Yardy does his thing as well. Ty's the only guy, you know, that was out here saying we're going to pump Real Madrid, we're going to batter them. You know what I mean? He was out here saying, yo, we're going to batter Real Madrid. Everyone, he's a lunatic. He looked like a genius this week, right? He's the only one I saw saying, yo, we're going to beat them. Comfortably as well. Now, look, he got it right. Even a broken clock is right twice a day, people. Pogba carried Mbappe on international duty. Did he carry him? I think carrying him is too much. Mbappe 2018, when they won the World Cup, he was absolutely unbelievable. He was so quick, so dominant. He looked like R9. He was incredible. And then he scored a hat-trick in the last World Cup final. I think Pogba elevated him. He was one of the best passers of a ball in the world. I don't think he carried him. I think carrying him is too much of a disrespect on what the guy was doing. At 18 years of age, he looked like he was going to set the world on fire. And he kind of has. He's won the World Cup. He's won the... Oh, PSG, great block, Disassi. Would you take Pogba on a free? I just don't think he'd work in an Arteta system. And Pogba's been out of the game for a long time, man. Bro, I'm not gonna ignore it. Is he back? You tell me. I didn't even know he was back. What did he do? A fan cam? What? Where is he back? Man said Julian's back. I know you won't read this. Oh, he did a fan cam. Wow. I didn't even realise. I ain't even seen the fan cams last night. But what do you want me to do about it, bro? Like, let's just be real. What do you want me to do about it? It's not my channel. I don't dictate who goes on there and who creates content. If you got a problem with it, Fan cam, but they block the comments. Yeah. I didn't even know he was on there. I didn't even know he was on there. But what can we do? What can we do? Carl said Pogba is done. Pogba needs to go like into Miami and chill, man. He lives apparently in Miami. Villa will take this. 89th minute. Yep, free kick to Villa. They'll be happy with this. Fan cam with the comments off. Yeah. Can you imagine what the comments would have been saying? Amir says, big up Curtis. I fear Unai, if we face them, he knows how to beat Arteta. Yeah, do you know what it is, though? I look at it like this. I know we're sitting here saying Unai, because he's beat us before. He beat us with Villa last year. He beat us with Villarreal. But we've just dealt with Ancelotti and Real Madrid. We shouldn't be fearful of Aston Villa. Respectful, yes. Fearful, no. I honestly think this 2-1, it's still better for PSG because they've won the game, but I think Villa will take this. Villa have been dominated tonight by PSG. And they've got out there with 2-1. I think they'll give PSG a tough time. I think they'll give them a tough time in at Villa Park, man. They beat Bayern Munich at home. I'll be respectful, but not fearful. We've played Villa twice this year. We beat them away, and we was 2-0 up at home and fluffed it. But we can beat them. But they do sit in and defend a lot, which we don't usually like. Plenty of chat on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. PSG won't know whether to stick or twist. Yeah. It's tough, man. I'm looking forward to that second leg. It's all to play for. Unlike Barca, Dortmund 4-0. Oh, they're in! Mendes! Oh! Oh! What a goal by Nuno Mendes! 3-1 to PSV! PSG, that is unbelievable. The chop. Oh my days, that is nasty work from Nuno Mendes. One of the best left backs in the world. That chop is filthy. What a ball, Osman Dembele. Mendes, choppy days. Oh, wow. Emi Martinez and Konza. See you later, mate. Sent them to the shops. Yo, Nuno Mendes. That chop is madness. Wow. Sent Konza and Emi to the shops. That could be game over. That changes everything. That changes everything. I think Villa are in big trouble. I think that could be Villa out. Really good goal. I tell you what, we've seen some quality goals tonight. Kvaratskhelia, bad boy goal. Doué, unbelievable goal. Crossbar and in. And now this guy chops the goalkeeper and the defender. Stu said he called it 3-1. I think they could be done, Villa, you know. I don't know if they come back from that. Because I think they could concede at home as well. Dembele through ball was crazy as well. The weight of pass. They're on him again. Barcola, edge of the box. Shot. Zaire Emery tipped over the bar by Emi Martinez. Corner. They're trying to finish this off, man. Emi tips it over. Lucky that shot was straight at him. Either side of him, he could have been struggling. Yeah, what was Emi Martinez doing, man? I heard he's been like doing some madness about the French and stuff. Oh, he's blown full time. It was a corner. That's madness. Game over, people. What a game. 3-1. Fantastic game of football that was. Barcelona won 4-0 as it finished. I think people said it finished, yeah, 4-0. What a waste of time that was for Dortmund. Yeah, Emi's been trolling the French. and he's been battered. He's been battered 3-1. Villa will be devastated because I think 2-1 they would have been all right. 3-1, I think they could be out. I'm not sure they're going to overturn that because I think PSG will score goals against them as well. So they've had a bit of a stinker there, to be honest. They've had a bit of a stinker. That Doué is some player. Doué is some player. I'm just looking at this. Dortmund had a few chances. I'm just looking at one of these highlights. I had a few chances there, man. We're going to redirect to Turkish. Is on at 10. Rice special fries. Madrid. You can't beat that special fried rice, man. You know what I mean? I remember when I was younger, man. I used to get chicken fried rice. Sweet and sour chicken. No, what was it? Sweet and sour sauce. It was serious. We'll redirect to Turkish. He's live in 6 minutes. But if I know him like I do know him, that'll probably be 10 to 12 minutes. That was a really good game, man. Big up the community, man. 2,500. JAFC, my birthday tomorrow. Hey, have a good one, bro. Hope you have a good one. I'll be live at 4 o'clock tomorrow with the Daily Show. And I'm on AFTV at 7 with Cecil. And I'm doing a watch-along at 8 o'clock. Man United against Lyon. Lacazette and Ainsley Maitland-Niles against Man United. We will be there, people. We will be there. 2 serving of rice is trending. Oh, dear. Crazy. Jimmy said, I don't care. PSG and Villa play the same defensive football. Bro, have you just seen how PSG played? They've attacked nearly the whole game. I think they play totally different to Villa. But we can beat them. If you beat him Real Madrid, you've got to embrace everyone. But I actually think PSG is a tougher game than Villa. But we've beat them already this season. But I just think they're a better team now. Doué stepped up. Dembele's got 30 goals in all comps. Kvaratskhelia been signed in January. They look like they've got belief. They've won the French league already, which means if you do play them, they can rotate heavily for their league games in between. Ayadeji said it's his birthday tomorrow. Have a good birthday, bro. Carol said clip sent. Big up. We're going to start uploading a lot more short content as well on this channel and on the TikTok. So, yeah, man. Did you see Matic against Onana? I just don't understand why Onana did that. He said in a press conference, Man United are far better than Lyon, which is just crazy when you're like 14th in the Premier League. And Matic said, well, when you're one of the worst goalkeepers in Man United history, I don't really listen to your opinion. Cooked. If Onana makes a mistake tomorrow, he's going to look like an idiot. I don't rate Onana anyway. I think he's a scrub. I think he's a bang average goalkeeper. But yeah, man, that was a really good game. Right, I'm redirecting to Turkish. Big up to him. Make sure you go and join him for his live. Thank you very much to everyone for tuning in. I'll be back at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Hit the like button on your way out and subscribe. And we're back 4 p.m. tomorrow and then 8 p.m. for Man United Lyon. Take care. Enjoy your evening. I'll see you all soon, people. Bless.